Where carnage and mayhem reign supreme. Last time you would have seen Disco Inferno flip back to the 70s. Major Tom endured a decapitation, and Shadow and Napalm got gassed and then hit the pig.
Six robots enter the arena, but only one can be our sixth semifinalist. The rest will leave their hopes in a heap of metal and mayhem. Hello, everyone. I'm your host, Joni, and we're about to continue eliminating the pretenders and selecting the contenders for our semifinals. This is Robot Wars Grand Champions. Now let's get down to the floor and get it on.
All right, Joni. Last time we saw Dominator 2 go up against 101 in a final of EE, where Dominator 2 did just like his name said. He dominated. So there it is. Dominator 2 joined the fearsome foursome in the Grand Champion semifinals. One of these six will join them later in the series, and they are Berserk 2, Invertebrate, the Creature. But first up, Gemini Tornado against Caterpillar.
From St. Leonard's-on-Sea, seed number 8, Gemini.
Gemini with flipper power over 500 pounds worth. It's a cluster bot, which means it's got a bit of a split personality.
We're Team Mason, this is our robot Gemini. It's a heavyweight cluster bot, which means it goes into the arena as one machine, then we'll split into two and fight as a team. Each machine is equipped with a high-pressure lifter, which can handle about 250 kilos. And also both machines are capable of self-righting.
From Addleston in Surrey, Caterpillar.
Caterpillar in at 176 pounds. It's got two 800-watt motors, and it's a bulletproof shell.
Hi, I'm Keith Williams of Team Cat. This is our robot Caterpillar. It's powered by two 800-watt motors, Lexan and Macrolon bodywork, same as used in the screens to protect the robot audience from flying debris. It's powered by track. It's got a lifting arm, powered by two 7,500 Newton electric rams.
From Huntingdon, Tornado.
Last but certainly not least, Tornado in at 172 pounds is extremely quick on the floor, but a little light on the weapons department.
Hi, I'm Andrew Marchant, and this is our robot Tornado. These are my team members, Dave Gamble and Brian Moss. Tornado's powered by two 24-volt 750-watt motors, but we overrun them to 36 volts, and we gear very low. So we've got a lot of power and a lot of acceleration. In fact, we've got 7 brake horsepower, which we think is the most power that any robot's ever had.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Caterpillar with Keith Williams, George Reed, and Julianne Williams. And Tornado. There's Andrew Marchant, David Gamble, and Brian Moss. And there's Gemini with Shane and Daryl Howard and Brian Fountain.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And Tornado off to a speedy start. And the cluster bot of Gemini separates immediately, which is going to give the other two bots a hard thing to focus on. Which one are they going to go after? Well, Caterpillar's getting sandwiched up by Tornado and half a Gemini. Look at that. The power of Tornado is really its weapon, I think. Tornado just obliterating Caterpillar. Caterpillar up on its back. Supposed to have a self-correcting mechanism, but it's not correcting much now as Tornado drags Caterpillar across the floor and then flips it back on its side again. Wow, that was a stroke of luck for Caterpillar. Tornado pushes Caterpillar right into the capable axe of Shunt, right in the corner patrol zone. Well, Caterpillar better get out of there if it knows what's good for it. There's a possibility it's been immobilized. Caterpillar doesn't seem to be moving at all as Gemini with a flipping arm goes in there. What an awesome little robot Gemini is. Well, Gemini, 2 for the price of 1, flips Tornado now. Ah, it should be against the law, but it isn't. 2 little Gemini Geminis up against Tornado as Kill-A-Lot drags the dull, lifeless body of Caterkiller out to the center of the ring. And as we know, 30 seconds of non-movement from any bot means the other two are going to go through, which is exactly what's going to happen now before we have a little barbecue. And there's the pit. Well, Showdown almost got himself in trouble there as Tornado and Gemini are still having a tussle. I guess they don't realize Caterkiller's out of it and they both made it through as Kill-A-Lot gives Caterkiller a little air and Gemini and Tornado are still going at it. Wow, this is a great battle. Gemini, what an awesome design. And Tornado's got all the speed and power, too. As Tornado pushes Caterkiller into the corner patrol zone. Might as well be the dead zone, because that bot's going nowhere. And there's Dead Metal with that flywheel, just burning right into the Caterkiller. Well, Killer is appropriate for that bot's name. Whoa! Tornado hits the pit! Unbelievable! Is that gonna count? Well, the judges step in and say Caterkiller's history. So Tornado and Gemini go through to meet the winner of Invertebrate, the creature in Berserk 2, after the break. Welcome back to Robot Wars Grand Champions. So far, Tornado was dominating over Caterkiller, who got moited. Caterkiller got a bit of a barbecue before he went out, and a bit dizzy, too, courtesy of Air Kill-A-Lot. Then Tornado took a victory dive. So there it is. Tornado and Gemini go through to meet the winners of Invertebrate, the creature in Berserk 2.
From Rill in North Wales, the Creature.
Creature, possibly the ugliest robot I've ever seen. In 168 pounds, it looks scary, it's slow, it's sluggish. You won't take this home to Mom.
Hello, my name's Mark, and this is our robot, the creature from the Black Lagoon. This is David, and this is Eleanor, and we're representing Rill High School from North Wales. Our robot is driven by two 24-volt electric wheelchair motors, and our weapon is this cast aluminium lifting forklift, which is controlled by an electronic ram here. Its top speed is about 10 miles an hour.
From Huddersfield, seed number 24, Berserk.
Berserk 2 looking like it's out of Lost in Space at 173 pounds. It's got a hammer and a forklift. It's really strong. We'll see how he does.
This is our robot, Berserk 2. The weapons are an axe at the front, and there's also a forklift at the back. It's powered by wheelchair motors, and it's faster than the last was. The body shape has been changed so that it can self-right, and we hope to win this year.
From Woking in Surrey, Invertebrate.
Invertebrate ended 174 spineless pounds with wheelchair motors, a pneumatic flipper, and a bludgeoner, whatever that is.
Hello, I'm Peter. This is the team members, Les and Elaine. We're Team Bratwurst Designs, and this is our robot, Invertebrate. Invertebrate is powered by batteries and by compressed air. The batteries work the main drive motors, which are two wheelchair motors. They're 24-volt motors running at 36 volts. They also power the rotary weapon on the back, which we call a bludgeoner. It's a high-energy, high-inertia device running at 2,000 RPM, which will rip the shreds out of competing robots. At the front is the pneumatic actuator, which is a pair of flippers, which have a lifting force in excess of 100 kilos. At the moment, they only have to lift our team mascot, which is Invertebrate.
Roboteers, stand by.
And there is Invertebrate, the creature, and Berserk 2. There's Mark, Eleanor, and David Harmsworth. And Team Creature and Team Berserk 2. Quite a gang up there.
2, 1, activate.
And there they go. Invertebrate off to an early start, goes right into the ugly creature. The creature feature is kind of looking cumbersome out there in the middle of the floor as Berserk 2 and Invertebrate trying to make a creature sandwich. A good possibility they might have all got stuck together on this little collision, which means that Refbot's going to have to come out and separate them, and he does. Berserk 2 gets freed, but Invertebrate and the creature are still stuck together, and Refbot unties them. Berserk 2 goes into the creature again with one of the slowest lifting arms I've ever seen. Meanwhile, Invertebrate's impaled on itself. It can't seem to get going. The wheels are spinning, and nothing's happening. As Berserk 2 wants to lose the chill and come in after Invertebrate one more time. Hopefully gonna do some penetrating with that axe, but it doesn't seem like it's doing much. Well, Invertebrate could fall victim to the 30-second rule here. If he doesn't get going, his shunt's gonna help him along. Definitely something dragging on Invertebrate that's not gonna help him at all. As the 30-second rule's been called, the housebots can come in and have their way with this poor impaled robot. But Berserk 2 and the creature are still going at it in the center of the arena as Kill-A-Lot comes in for the munch. But Dead Metal and Kill-A-Lot are having a little tussle on who can do the worst damage. They're all in on the act now. Dead Metal, Kill-A-Lot, Shunt, they all want a piece of the Invertebrate. Well, it was a beautiful paint job, but not much in the design department as Kill-A-Lot swings them around. Time for a little toasted invertebration. How do you like yours? Extra crispy? Well, extra crispy you're gonna get whether you like it or not, it seems. And there's the pit siren, which means the audience knows what time it is. The audience is begging for some pit action, and Kill-A-Lot doesn't want to disappoint them. They're thumbs down and Invertebrate down in the hole. So there it is. Invertebrate is history. The creature and Berserk 2 go through to the next round.
It's mayhem in our arena. Who will survive? Strap in for the action because we've got more metal on metal right after this.
Welcome back to Robot Wars Grand Champions. Well, we started out with 6, and now we're down to 4. Caterpillar got spun out, and then Invertebrate had a moment or two, but not before it was time for an Inverta Kebab. Which brings us to our next round. Now here's how it lines up. Berserk 2 up against Tornado, but first, Gemini against the creature.
Roboteers, stand by.
Well, there's the split personality at Gemini. I wonder if he gets a group rate on therapy. There's Team Gemini up in the booth. And there's the creature, Bot Ugly with the creature team.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
And all 3 of them are off, even though it's only 2 in this battle. Gemini, with an unfair advantage, sheds some of the ugly duckling skin off of the creature. Look at that. That arm on Gemini is just awesome. Split the creature into 2 bots. Unfortunately, there's no motors in the shell of the other part of him. Oh, look at that. Gemini's definitely trying to put the creature out of its misery and out of the arena. He's got him up against the rails. Got everything he needs. If he can just get under him one more time, it could be all over. Well, that's a real Davy and Goliath, or should I say Davy and Goliath, because that was unbelievable. They got him out of the arena. That's so hard to do in Robot Wars. Look at that power. Both of those lifting arms working simultaneously to put Creature out of his misery and out of the arena. And also out of the round, because Gemini goes through to meet either Berserk 2 or Tornado.
Roboteers, stand by.
There's Kill-A-Lot looking pensive. Tornado, the speed bot of this series, and Berserk 2.
3, 2, 1. Activate.
Oh, Tornado tears off into a mighty speedy start, pushing Berserk 2 all the way across the floor. And it looks as if Berserk 2 gets out of it, but runs into Repbot accidentally. What's he doing out there? Tornado's gonna have another dig at Berserk 2, trying to make Berserk 2 a little crazier because that axe is just swinging in air. Tornado backs up right behind Berserk 2. Berserk 2's looking the wrong way, doesn't know which way to go. Oh, the Berserk boys better get it together because they are not having much of a battle here as Tornado is having his way, totally dominating as they push Berserk 2 right into the capable blade of dead metal. Tornado pushes Berserk even closer to the corner patrol zone. Oh, but he missed it, and he's gonna go for another corner, it looks like. Oh, Tornado is just pushing Berserk all the way around the arena. Look at that speed. Even with a robot in front of him, he has got some major velocity. The audience wants the pit as Killalot comes in for the kill. And there's the Killalot jam, showing you that Berserk's got nowhere to go. Except for possibly Robo Heaven. Or maybe that's Robo Hell with those flames. Either way, the 30-second immobility rule has gone in effect. And the house bots have had their joy. Look at the damage on the side of Berserk 2. Wires hanging out everywhere. Oh, Killalot with those pincers just put Berserk 2 out of its misery. So there it is. This is going to be an awesome final. Gemini up against Tornado. You're not going to want to miss this one.
NEM. Look out for this, Tornado robot fans. Will this Twister be able to take out the twins? Find out in our final battle of the evening.
Welcome back to Robot Wars. We've got two awesome robots in the finals, and here's how they got there. Gemini and Tornado both took out and decimated Caterkiller in the first round, and then it was Gemini's turn to play teacher on the creature, who flipped him up and then out of there. And then it was time for Tornado to take the wind out of Berserk 2's sails. Poor Berserk 2 got shoved around for the entire round as Tornado displayed utter dominance. So here's how it lines up for the final of Heat F. Gemini up against Tornado.
From Huntington, Tornado.
Tornado, well, there's not much to say about them. You've seen what they're capable of.
From St. Leonard's-on-Sea, seed number 8, Gemini.
And of course, the schizophrenic design of Gemini.
Roboteers, stand by.
This ought to be a mighty tussle. It's actually 2 against 1 if you look at it in my book.
1. Activate.
And they're off. Tornado's gonna have to do a lot of evasive action to stay in this one to the end because the Gemini flipping power is definitely a sight to behold, as you can see right there. But now it's Tornado's turn to take a little Gemini and push him around. It's a real genius move there as we see Gemini get pushed into rep fight by Tornado. The genius move is that you can make 2 robots out of 1 and it's still fair, just as long as they're joined as one bot in the beginning of this round. As Tornado is gonna make Gemini suffer. Oh, both Geminis clustered together, hoping to just fend off the attack of Tornado, who's proving that quality over quantity is definitely the issue here. Gemini have everything it takes if they can just motivate themselves, get around Tornado in the right place. That lifting arm hasn't done one bit of good up against Tornado yet. Geminis are perplexed. It looks as if one of them's even disabled up against the rails, which isn't gonna bode well for the other Gemini, but he gets a little dig on Tornado anyway. The only disadvantage about being a cluster bot is if one of them goes out, it counts as both. Poor Gemini, what a wonderful design. He's trying to do anything to wake him up, put him back into commission. The other one is just looking dead as a doorknob. No movement whatsoever. What a shame. This Tornado, although they had all the speed and they'll roll right side up or upside down, just didn't have the weaponry to compete with Gemini's 2. And now that Gemini's down to 1, it seems as if Tornado might have got it. Wow, that was an amazing battle. Well, Tornado from the beginning, completely on the offense. Just smashing Gemini, both of them, all the way around the arena. And that awesome ramming power of Tornado is what put Gemini out of commission. And I think it was at this point, Tornado's last run up against Gemini in the wall that completely discombobulated the Gemini team. Tornado was still getting flipped around, but it was too late for Gemini. And there it is. Tornado joins the Botley crew of semifinalists.
This is no mere twister. This is Tornado, and you don't want to get in its path. Tornado has just stormed his way into our semifinal. More of the world's toughest robots will be here for the next round of battle, and the only place you can see it happen is on Robot Wars Grand Champion.
Next time on Robot Wars, more mechanical mayhem with Thermidor 2, Chronica Wedgehog and Gravedigger, and Dreadnought, Warhog, and the Dark Destroyer 2.